Hi. So I get that you want maybe just a little bit more information about this course, and I wanted to tell you a bit about who I made it for and the problem that I was aiming to solve. And if this describes you, great. And if not, go have fun with that horse of yours. Um, so I realized in the industry under the model of the typically, once a week lessons or even regular riding lessons, that the average adult amateur, particularly from non-horsey families nowadays, um, was confused by all of the different methodologies and who to believe. And every time they asked an opinion in the horse world, they got a different answer. And they came to the lessons without the prerequisite skills to get what they were really looking for. So when they wanted these riding lessons to learn later in life, it wasn't easy. They worked hard to afford them, and it was hard on their bodies often. And they weren't making the magic they were hoping for. And under the structure I had, I couldn't help them. So what I have been talking about with my dad for decades now is, well, what is it that they need to know and understand about horses so they can develop feel and timing and get beyond the mechanical and get over that hump so that it starts to feel better and they have a better relationship with their horse. And we put together that list. So it's how I'm going to work with riders going forward. They will be graduates of the course, so I know that they understand horses and they've created a species appropriate environment. And then we can work together to make that happen from where they're at with the ingredients they have, and start with happy, well adjusted, well understood horses with someone who understands and has all the ingredients to make magic now. They've got them all there in the bowl, ready for just a little bit of assistance then to mix up something really magical with a horse. Um, so that's what this is. It's how horses think, why they think that way. My dad gives his veterinary explanations, and all of his stuff he's delivering is science backed. And I'm bringing some new science into it to prove some theories and disprove some others so that you can make well informed choices with whoever you work with in the future. And you can cross train between disciplines. You can find a way in the industry maybe that you haven't yet seen mapped out for you. If you are not in a program and can't find one locally that feels good, and you aren't into maybe the same showing stream as many of your local peers, um, going through this course may help you find a better way with horses. And like Denny Emerson says, begin and begin again. There's so many ways to do that. Along with this comes this opportunity as I'm making changes and learning to know better, to do better, know better. When you know better, do better. Well, that's what I'm doing. So I'm documenting changes I'm making as I'm learning them, away from pressure and release as much as possible, and towards positive training, R plus training with Mustang Maddie. I have a scholarship for her 20-week horse human connection course. I'm going to practice it on a young thoroughbred and a mare with twin foals in my own backyard, and document the changes. So course membership I consider is like the base course to get to the point where you're doing liberty training. Everything you need to know to create a species specific environment and understand their needs before you start really making magic. And that next step is something I'm exploring myself, like I said, with the liberty training and our positive training. And membership will include access to sneak peeks and interviews as I create a documentary called A Better Way with Horses. So I hope you'll join me. It's a whole bunch of things, I think, wrapped into one. If you buy the Do It Yourself program, have a wonderful journey. And if you have bought or are thinking of buying the supported version, awesome. I can meet you in there to troubleshoot and problem solve how to create change that you need to see with your horse. Um, so if you're ready, if you are tired of the confusion and ready for change and looking for some support, then I'm there for you. If not, have a good day too. Thanks for listening.